types of the rubric. We do have 4 types of the rubrics: the percentage-based rubric, percentage range rubrics, point-based rubric, point range rubrics. Let's have a look one by one. That is a percentage-based rubric. For percentage-based rubrics, the criteria total percentage must equal 100%. You may only use the whole number. You may add rows set to 0 as long as your total percentage equal to 100. So if I explain this type, that for percentage-based criteria, you have to be focused that for percentage-based rubric, the criteria total percentage must be equal to 100%. You may only use the whole numbers, and you may add the rows set to the 0% as long as your total percentage equal to 100. And if the percentage don't equal to 100, a warning message will be appear at the bottom of the screen. Select balance criteria next to the message to auto adjust the percentage so they equal to the 100. Or you can manually update the percentage as needed. For the level of achievement, one column must have a value of 100%. You may only use the whole numbers. And the percentage range rubric, what does it mean? How we will apply this one? For percentage range rubrics, each level of achievement has a range of values. When you grade, you select the appropriate percentage level for a particular level of achievement. The system calculates the points earned by the multiplying the weight and the achievement percentage and the item points. So it will help you to create a percentage range rubrics. And if we are talking about the point-based rubric, for point-based rubrics, the maximum possible points should be less than or equal to this number and 99,999. So you may only use the whole number, just like this. So you may add the row set to 0 as long as the total points are equal or less than to the 99,999. So you can see here is the one screen available here from the rubric where you just select the points. So there is a one indication that value should be less than or equal to 99,999. Points range rubric. For points range rubrics, the maximum possible points should be less than or equal to 99,999. You may only use the whole number, and you may add the row set to the 0 as long as total points are less than or equal to the 99,999. So you can see the criteria in front of here. So now question is, which type of the rubric you have to use? The best type of rubric to use will depend on the specific assessment and your learning objectives. If you want to give students a clear idea of the percentage or number of points they need to earn to achieve a certain grade, then a percentage-based or point-based rubric is a good option. If you want to give a student more flexible in how they earn their grades, then a percentage range or a point range rubric is a good option. If I just explain it a little bit more with the additional tips, that you can just choose a rubric type that is appropriate for the assessment and your learning objectives. Make sure that rubric is clearly easy to understand for both you and your student. Use a rubric grade student work constantly and fairly. Provide students with feedback on their work based on the rubric. So this will help you to choose which rubric is good for your content. Now let's have a look how we will be associate the rubric with the different assessments, exams, and the other things, how we will be able to associate that rubric.
You can associate rubrics with assignments, tests, or discussion. Let's take a look. To get started,
so you have to keep in mind that you can associate your rubric test, exams, and discussion. So any assignments, formative assessments, and exams and discussion, also you can associate the rubric with it.
On the assignment or test page, select the settings icon to open the settings panel. For discussions, you must first enable grading before you can associate a rubric. And for assignments and tests, you must associate a rubric before adding questions. In the additional tools section, select Add Grading Rubric. You can select View to review the rubric, or select the Add icon to associate the rubric with the assessment. When you are finished editing the assessment settings, select Save.
So first of all, you have to create a rubric, and then you will be associated with your assessment. If you want to associate with test or exam or discussion, you just select and you will be easily connect with that one. So you can see this environment, that this is a Blackboard Ultra environment. So everything in the features are advanced and very easy to use for just educators or even for the students. Very easy to understand. So this will help you to create a perfect rubric and you just grade it accordingly. Now the question is, okay, I'm done with creating all the instructions. I just used different types of percentage range or percentage rubrics or points rubrics, type of the different rubrics I associate with it. Now I just associate my rubric to my exam or assessment or discussion. Now the question is how to grading using the rubric. So you can see the automation of a work. You just create a one rubric and you just associate with any of the task or assessment, and now it's turned to grade automatically or manually, or giving you some features to just facilitate you to just generate a one automated environment to giving outcomes or requirements or all these things with a very perfect and accurate manner. So let's have a look how we will be able to grade using rubrics with Blackboard Ultra learning management system.
After you create a rubric and associate it with an assessment or discussion, you can use it for grading. Let's take a look. From your gradebook, select the assessment you want to grade. On the submissions page, select a student name to access the submission. On the student submission page, the grade pill displays a rubric icon. Select the grade pill to open the rubric in a panel next to the student's work. As you select an achievement level, the rubric's grade pill updates.
So you can see here, this rubric is already associated with that assignment. So now it's time to grade that assignment according to that rubric details. When you open the assessment or any of the student name, you just click on it and you just open the assignments and you just go through all these things. Now the next feature is giving a details, rubric details. You just click on there and you have all the details, and all of your points are available here. You can just also revise the points, that what I wrote here, the all the instructions about the excellent or satisfactory or good or not good, so you can grade them accordingly. So let's have a look how you will be able to apply this one.
Criterion collapses and the next criterion expands. The rubric score saves automatically as you make selections. Select the X to close the rubric panel. The grade you assign with the rubric appears on the student submission page and in the gradebook. On the student submission page, select the feedback icon to open the Add Feedback panel and type feedback for the student. When you're ready for the student to view the grade, select the More Options icon and then select Post.
And you can post it and it will be automatically updated in a graded system. So these are all the details about the rubrics, that how we will going to implement these things, what is basically the meaning of the rubric and how many types, what are the purposes. If you are seeing this one word have a one complete perfect outcome to get from the students. And also it's giving you opportunity to improve the teachers side, because it's not just related to the students or their assessments and all the grading system, but this also giving a one clear idea actually what the final outcomes and the final requirements, what instruction you have to put in it, and where you have to need to improve the things. After the giving the grade and feedback to the student, you will also analyze and evaluate that where we need to change the instructions, where we need to update different instructions to make outcomes more specific and more good from the student side. So now I'm going to revise all from A to Z from that.
Press Shift
Now
plus Command
we
plus
are
N to
going to
unmute your
implement from-
microphone, or press and hold the space key to temporarily unmute.
Now we are going to, from start to end, the implementation of the rubric, how we will be able to do in our Blackboard system. It's a one clear idea with all the implementation, that how we will be able to do. So all the points are now in our mind, so we do know about the rubrics and everything. Before going toward this video or complete implementation of the rubric, I just want to do one quick poll from the audience. I just want to know right now at this moment, how many of you clearly understand about the rubric? Are you getting that what is actually the meaning of rubric? I just want to one quick poll. One poll will be appear in front of you, and you
It's
can
21
choose your
hours.
answer. Let me do it, please. So I do have three options. That I have a question. Do you understand what is a rubric? And I have three options: yes, no, and approximately. So I need a response from all of you. I just launched one poll. It will be appear in front of you. I need an answer. Yes, please, everyone, please participate in it. We do have a wonderful audience, 62 participants. I do need the answer. Yes, very honest answer. Okay. Please, not in a chat room. Please give me an answer in a poll. I just created one poll for all of you in front of your screens. It's launched, and you just select the answer. Perfect. Please, everyone, I need your participation. This topic is very important for as an educator, as a user of the Blackboard. So we do need to be understand this topic, because that will make our assessments and anything which is we are doing in a discussion or test, make it a more professional. And please keep in mind that these features are not just to be just we just implement or not. It's not necessary for us. If you are thinking no, it is a necessary. When it's connected with your education system, it is a necessary to implement as well, because these all features and add-ons are basically giving the educator the improvement of the education system. So these are the helping hands for all of you. Okay, time's up. Thank you so much who just participated in it. I'm just ending this poll. We do have 5 participants who are saying approximately they understand, and alhamdulillah, no one is here who is saying we don't understand at all. And we have a number of participants who said that they understand it good. So that is a very good thing. So let's have a share results also with you. And the people who are saying that approximately we understand about it, they will be inshallah completely understand after this complete implementation of the rubric. And also we do have opportunity to give you these all recordings to revise, re-implement, apply, and just you can practice it. So it will be helpful for you, all of you, to implement easily and revise all the things. So no problem at all. Let's move toward our slide. Okay, just give me a confirmation that my screen is appear. It's clearly appear to all of you. Perfect. So let's have a look the complete implementation of the rubric and how we will apply and grade and everything. Let's start.
Let's go to the Gradebook tab located on the top of your screen. And once we're in the Gradebook tab, we want to go to the Gradebook settings, which is this gear icon on the top right. Gradebook settings then open up, and we're going to scroll about midway through our course. We'll see grade categories, and right below grade categories, we have course rubrics. Now with this big button here, you can create a brand new rubric. You can see that we have those example rubrics here. I'm going to just click on one of these so we can take a look at what a rubric looks like. That has editable fields for criteria. We can edit the titles. We can remove titles. We can add more fields if we want, 5 this way and more going this way. We have each category and the total. We can adjust these based on percentage range, point or point range. And
so you can see here is the different type of the rubrics, which I explained that we do have the 4 different types. So you can select the type from here, whatever you want, like percentage or percentage range, points or points range. You can just drag here, just click on a drag drop button, and you can select the type of your rubric.
Blackboard has a fantastic video to show you all the different settings of how to build a rubric. So specifically, I wanted to just show you guys how to assign this rubric to assignments, how you can use the same rubric for multiple assignments. So I'm going to retitle this here so we know exactly which one we are looking at, and I'm going to hit save. So they're all alphabetical order here on the right. You can see that my testing rubric is down here at the bottom. And if I want to go and edit any one of these, it does have an ellipsis by the side. I can duplicate, so I can make a copy of this, or I can manage all of these by deleting them. So now that I have a testing rubric out there, I'm going to go into the content of my course. And first, I'm going to find a gradable item. So I know that I have some here in Module 1. I have one that's titled Learning Activity. I'm going to go into this Learning Activity. You can see that it doesn't have a grading rubric here in our settings. So I'll go into my assignment settings. And if I scroll down to the bottom, it will have use grading rubric under additional tools.
So you have to keep a note it that if you don't have, just see here, there is a no option of the rubric. So you have to click on a setting and drag down here. There is an option of use grading rubric. So you will just select this one and then it will be appear in a list.
So I can hit add grading rubric. I can then go and find this rubric, and I can either view it and see what one, is this the right one that I want, or I can just hit add. And now you can see that it has added this testing rubric. In order to remove this, I can just simply hit the trash can icon. I'm going to hit save at the bottom. And now we can see that the rubric itself is attached to this learning activity gradable item. Going back to my module 1, I can see that I have a formative assessment. I have an assignment, with a rubric. So if I wanted to assign that same rubric to both of these assignments, I can simply do that by going into the setting of that individual assignment. Go down to the bottom. We can see that this one has one of those sample rubrics. I can hit the trash can to delete it, and then I can add grading rubric. Find the test.
You can see there is a sample, different sample he just created here for the rubrics, and you can see the type of that rubric. If you just created different type of the rubrics as a sample, or if you want to use all 4 types with some of the assignment and some of the assignment another type, so you can just verify by this type that you have this percentage or the points one or which one. So you just see and just identify by there.
Rubric and hit add and save. So now that testing rubric is being used for multiple assignments. You do have the ability to add this to a discussion. So I have a discussion here, or you can go to your discussion tab on the top of your course, find a discussion, and go in to the settings and find that this one has a rubric. I'm going to hit the trash can, add grading rubric, and I can go down to the bottom and hit add. So now that grading rubric is used at 3 levels. One is an item, a gradable item is an activity, the other one's an assignment, and here we have a discussion. So you're able to use rubrics for multiple assignments. Now, say I wanted to move this discussion into another course, I can simply copy this. I can go out to that course, I can copy this discussion, move it into that. And if the grading rubric is attached to this, the grading rubric will come with that assignment. If it is not attached, the rubric will not come to that assignment. Currently, this is June 2022. Currently, Blackboard doesn't have the ability to move rubrics between courses or copy specific rubrics, individual courses. So you want to attach them to an assignment, move that assignment into that next course, and then you'll have that rubric with it. So let's review. You're going to go to your Gradebook tab at the top of your course. You're going to go to Gradebook Settings, which is this gear icon, and scroll down to the bottom and you'll find Course Rubrics. You can edit a rubric by clicking on the rubric. You can go and edit any of these fields. You can add points. You can change the rubric type, whether it's percentage or percentage range, point or point range. You can name the rubric what you want it to be. Once it's done, then you're able to attach it to assignments.
So you just easily just create all these things and then attach to your assignment or even discussion or test, and then you will be able to easily grade it.
First,
so hope I explained this terminology very well, and if you have any question or if you want me to repeat anything, discuss anything, please let me know. This is all about the rubrics, how we are just set the standards, how we create, implement, and how we will associate with our different assessments to just grab the actual and perfectly requirements and outcomes, and also giving one clear idea to the teacher sides and the student sides. So let's have a look who just understand it completely. If you want me to repeat anything, please, if you have any question, please ask me. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Your appreciation means a lot. I'm going to share with all of you a link where you will get the recording of all of our previous sessions and this session as well. You can share these sessions with your another colleagues as well. And one soft reminder, please, before leaving, you have to change your name with your employee ID.